Aha! Hello guys, welcome you faces back to a brand new video on the Cortex channel. Hopefully you guys having a good day today. Yes, we are back with a brand new Minecraft episode. So yeah, hopefully things are going very well for you, because things are about to get very exciting in this episode. So last episode we did mention about the mob farm. Yes, it's going to be really exciting. And I've been doing a lot of resource gathering off camera, and that. So if we go to my statistics, items, and we go mined, I've mined pretty much 7,000 blackstone, I've mined 4,000 sand, and I've done a fair bit of preparation off camera. I know I was supposed to do some on camera, but it took so long. Like, I spent a good hour today farming blackstone, and I did mention in the last episode I wanted to do, what do you call it? Basalt, there you go. It's called basalt. Yeah, so I mentioned I wanted to do basalt. I was wrong. I meant blackstone. So if we look at today's tasks and that, we need to gather supplies. First one we need to get is shulker boxes. So if we go in here, I have very clearly went on an end raid and I did get a ton of shulker. So this should be enough to transfer all the items. We got blackstone, which I actually managed to get 4 shulkers full of the stuff and that. This is what I've been doing today and that. It's been really painful. And the next one is glass. So I have got 2 shulkers of glass here, and that should be enough for this project. And we need magma blocks. Haven't collected those, and concrete. I have not collected those just yet. But with concrete, we need the hardened stuff. So I'm going to build it with the concrete powder, and then I am going to just put water over it, because concrete farming is boring. I did create a farm. I actually managed to make a farm that partially works. So I still need to refine it. But in the future, if we do need it, I will come back to it and we will use that farm. Yes. So we only got a few things we need to do on the task for the supplies. We need to get magma blocks, and that's about it. With the concrete, we can dig up a load of sand and we can dig up a load of gravel. So sand is not really a problem. We just go to the desert and dig it. But with gravel, that is a bit more difficult, because there is no biome in the game except from the deep oceans. We actually might take advantage of the oceans today to get gravel. So you may be also wondering how I smelted all that glass. So out here I have created the most disgusting auto smelter or super smelter. So this is an array of 17, and in here I just got the sponges. I did dry them out, but these are the shulkers with the glass in that I bought, and these all are furnaces, and we had coal. I went through my entire coal supply doing this. So yeah, so this is a bit of a mess. So I want to create a bigger furnace array. I maybe want to do like 200 or 300 array, but it's gonna take a bit of time to do. So what is all this preparation? If you're new to the series, if you watch the last episode, it will make sense, trust me. So we need to gather magma blocks, and we also need to make concrete. We also need to plan the perimeter of the farm, and also get the supplies to the construction site. So obviously at the end of the episode, I was standing on a little island. That is where we're going to put all our resources, and we need to bring stone cut. I have never used this thing, but if I'm correct, you can use it for pretty much anything. You can polish blackstone and everything, and we'll be using the stone cutter. So let's also quickly go in the nether. I will show you what I have done to mine the blackstone. That is very interesting. If I did open my ender chest, you maybe realised that I have not got a beacon. So our beacon is being used somewhere else right now. So we have to move that as well. And there's a ghast. And you're dead now. Cool. So if we fly up here, we are in the basalt deltas. So I'll quickly show you how I got a ton of basalt. So here is my beacon. So it's basically a beacon going up to bedrock and that, and it has a clear space. Bedrock does not count as an obstruction. So from here, I use the iron blocks and the emerald blocks. So I most likely am just going to do emerald blocks and just totem farm, because you get the blocks so quickly. So if you go through here, you can very clearly, I've got 3 more shulkers that I do want to fill up. And where is a very good place that I digged? I think somewhere around here will really show how much digging I've actually done. And if you continue here, it's all this I dug out. There's also some more down here. If I missed it, nope. It's up here, I think. Somewhere around here, there is a hole. But yeah, it makes sense that I've mined so much of this blackstone. And we use the beacon for the haze too, so we can basically insta-mine everything. And that makes things a lot easier. But the basalt deltas have been very useful, but I'm going to keep the beacon there until I sort out the perimeter. We do not need the beacon right away, and it's another guest. Oh yeah, wait a second. I was listening to music and I was enderman farming, so I need to turn my volume back up. So obviously the next goal of this mob farm is to basically build it, and that we are going to have to start the perimeter today, and I'm going to show you how much digging I've got. I don't know if I'm going to live stream it either, but I definitely do want to do a time lapse of some sort of me digging it. Like I've done basically perimeters the same size before. It's going to take around like 8 or 9 hours to do, depending on how efficient I am. But it shouldn't be too bad because I've got the haze 2 beacon, which is put as bedrock, and it should be all good. So that is the basalt farm. That is what I'm doing. But in the future, we wouldn't even need to mine basalt and that. And obviously, I have thought about another project that I want to do. I'm strongly considering, and it's a bit dangerous. It's big and it's ambitious, and I would consider this the world's biggest project in the end. So I'm not going to spoil too much, but if my friends are watching, you know what it is, and you've all said that I'm gone crazy, but it is going to be amazing. And that, but that is for something to worry about in the future. Obviously, I've kind of had to have a brainstorm of how I'm going to do it, but I think I've got it. And it's not going to be fun. It's going to be painful. But we need to focus on main farms and that, like gold farms, guardian farms, trading farms, or basically borrowing farms, technically. And I can see through the map in the corner of my screen. Okay, I didn't see anything. But yeah, we got loads of farms to worry about, but our main focus right now is the mob farm. Okay, so I have currently placed down the chests and the shulkers, the stuff we currently got over here. So let me quickly show you before we're going to do what we're going to do. And we are going to, this is our temporary place. So this is where we're going to store everything. I think I need more chests because I'll be collecting more stone. But I did say around, I would say here, this is where I want to place my mob farm. So obviously there's going to be a lot of planning involved. So the first goal of this is to do the perimeter. So we have got aqua affinity, we can insta mine everything, got like a layer of gravel to deal with. We can maybe get some gravel on that by this way for the concrete, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, so this goes down to 47. So actually we have not got much blocks to dig out. It's not as bad as it is, because most of it is water, to be fair, and it is going to suck to dig out. But respiration 3, we even maybe be able to put down a conduit as well for the extra mining or the respiration stats and the protection. So yeah, this is something which I most likely will end up doing off camera. I do need to figure out like the actual exact dimensions for the farm, so I will have to do that when I am back with you guys. Aha, so I have finished the perimeter we're going to be doing for our mob farm. And not gonna lie, it looks really cool. I do like the blackstone. So the glass in the middle is temporary, and the glass in the middle here is temporary. That's just for when I build the farm. So we are going to have a really, really fancy time lapse today. So we're going to be digging out the perimeter, and I am really excited, and I'm really nervous, and I'm really hoping that like this works out very well. So I have actually upgraded the time lapses, yes. So we are going to be doing some special cinematic cameras on that for the replay. Yes, so I will be using a replay mod for cinematics and what time lapse from now on, because they look better than my old one, and also I think they're better on the performance. So wish me luck. Enjoy the time lapse. And the perimeter is done, the glass is implemented. Now it is time to drain the water. Not excited for this part, but let's do it. Let's go. Aha, yes, so the water is cleared now, so we just got to mine down to level 10, I would say, and we're basically done on that for the perimeter. Also add in the concrete walls, so let's do the final part. This is maybe going to be the longest, but the most easiest bit. Let's go. Okay, so this is where you'd be like, Cossacks, where is the time lapse of you digging? Well, about that, there's been a bit of a technical difficulty. So I mined all the floor to the bedrock and that, and it's all done. But I kid you not, the recorder crashed. So I couldn't even edit it or nothing. I genuinely think it's because the file was too big. I might have to double check, but yeah, it went wrong and it failed. Aha, yes. So the walls are finally done. So let's have a look quickly what it looks like. So we have got some white concrete on the walls and it looks amazing. So you may be wondering how I got the concrete solid. And I didn't even place down the concrete. All I did is just water source and made a full concrete block. So it was not that difficult. I just had to destroy the edges of the glass and replace them. But if we go up here, I've done a little bit of a change. So I've added in some polished black stone on the edges. It adds a really nice rim to it. We might even add some decoration on the top here when the thing's completely finished. But for right now, we're going for functionality. So you may be wondering also in the time lapse why this bit and this bit is not filled in. So in this bit we are going to put the redstone. So the mobs will fall and they'll die obviously. And what we're going to do is we're going to have hopper minecarts under magma blocks to collect the items. So we're going to do an unloading station. And we can show you in creative what it will look like. Okay, so now we're in creative. We have the full fly and everything. And this is what we're going to be doing for the unloading station. So this design is tileable, which is very important because we'll be using 46 hopper minecarts. So what's happening is this minecart is bouncing back and forward. And then what's going to happen is if we put some iron, so put some stone on the track. So what will happen now is it will put it into the dropper. This comparator turn on because it's transferring. It comes up here, inverts the signal, and comes down here to unpower the track. So let's get rid of some. And after this is empty, it should continue. And what happens after that? Actually, I do need to turn down the blocks a bit because this is a bit loud. It will go into droppers on an ice stream. So we're going to be using packed ice. And also for this, I will get into what this is in the next episode. But what will happen is we'll have a observer clock. And that will just basically place them on. The only downside I would say is this is going to cause a lot of noise. But with FPS changes and that, it doesn't really hurt the FPS that much. It doesn't even hurt the FPS at all. And as I'm on single player, it shouldn't really affect any server performance or anything like that. So we're back in survival and I'm going to show you what I've been working on as well. So recently I have gotten some tracks, so we might need a bit more tracks, but hopefully this should be enough. And we got some ice, so there is an ice spike biome near my base, the main base where spawn is. You got an ice spike, and I went and harvested that. And we've got all this redstone. So I have spent ages. I think I've spent a good 4 or 5 hours mining today on getting like stuff like redstone blocks and like hoppers. The hoppers were the worst. We got enough droppers and observers. We got some comparators, repeaters, and in this chest we got some redstone torches. So we also got all this black stone we're going to be using for the actual farm itself. So we'll get into technical details about farm heights and everything, but for now I think that's going to be it for the episode. I know this one is more of building and time lapses than talking, but we will do some redstone next episode. So yeah, so thanks for watching guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and that I'm looking forward to getting this farm up and running. We can get some TNT, we can do a lot more stuff, unlimited firework rockets, and we can mention the plans for the next farm we're going to be doing. And obviously I took a decision that we're going to be doing farms, and then we can work on decoration, because if we have all the farms and that, we have access to many resources, and then we can do some really nice decorating. Also need to work out the nether portals and that, and realign everything so we can have a nether hub. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.